We are live. Waiting for the guys, but we are live. Make sure everything's working right. Yup. Interesting. Maybe turn it up a little bit. How we sounding? How we living? We are back off the rim. We are waiting for the guys. How we sounding? How we living? We are back off the rim. We are waiting for the guys. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this setup right now that I got. Gotta hold the mic a little close to me because I'm having technical difficulties. But hey, we living. We waiting for them. Got a lot to talk about. Some money games this week. Let me pull them up too so I can just start breaking them down. Knicks Celtics happening right now. A little bit of a hiatus we had, but we are back. Man, that Thunder versus Lakers game, that was a beatdown, fellas. I can't lie. I'm really disappointed in my Lakers team, and I feel like honestly, it showed us everything that was going to be happening in the playoffs. Whether we made it past the first or made it even farther, it was going to eventually happen. We were going to run into the Oklahoma City Thunder. We were going to run into the Denver Nuggets. We were going to run into one of those top echelon teams, the San Antonio Spurs, one of those top echelon teams, and we were going to get taken down. I mean, the Lakers weren't built for a championship this year. Everybody knew it. LeBron's out the door. Austin Reeves, we are looking at maybe re-signing him for 45, $50 million around that range that I'm hearing, which is crazy money to a 26, 27-year-old guard, maybe even older. I don't know. What up, Lang?
What's up, man?
Nothing much, nothing much. I got us on the live. I got us on the live.
You bet.
I was just actually now that you're here, I can test the audio. Which is crazy money to a 26, 27-year-old guard, maybe even older. I don't know. What up, man?
What's up, man?
Oh yeah, that's money. W audio. What other games of the week did I watch? Any other games that I actually tuned into? Man,
I remember.
it's been so long. I gotta press the calendar to go back on the games I watched on real. I gotta press the calendar. Did I tune into that many games this week? It doesn't look like it because I'm not recalling a lot of these games.
Let me see.
31st. I mean, I just saw like the box scores, and I feel like around this time you don't really gotta necessarily look at the games because you already know it's how these guys are competing, how they're playing. I mean, you're not really seeing anybody stand out at this point of the game, this point of the year. Not stand out, but like you already know their game. You know what I mean? Like when I see the
Mhm.
Celtics beat the Bucks, I know what happened.
Yeah, I see what you said.
I'm not gonna have to watch a Ryan Rollins. Yeah, he might have dropped 30 or something. I don't know. Let me see how much he dropped. No, he didn't even play this game. That's the exact reason why I'm not watching it, bro. This is either teams are trying to tank worse or teams are just blowing the teams that are tanking out the water. It's really except the Dallas Mavericks, man. Dallas Mavericks be coming out and competing every day. They gave Orlando a little bit of a scare earlier this week.
Come out to beat every night. Orlando. They just beat the Pistons. They just beat the Wolves.
Bro, the Wolves don't even have. Do they have Anthony Edwards back, or is
Oh,
this Bones Highland and Io? Yeah, this is the Bones Highland Io. He had Terrence Shannon drop 33. Holy fuck.
McDaniels was back.
Io didn't even play either. Julius Randle didn't play. You had Inglis get 18 minutes. Come on. Hopefully, it's up and up for Orlando, but man, they got to go through some hell playing. So I don't know. We'll see. Franz Wagner is playing a little bit better now. I mean, he's only playing like 20 minutes a game, but at least he's not dropping like 10 points anymore.
17 and 22 minutes.
It's not bad. That's not bad. It just might be a little bit too late. A lot of teams are peaking right about now. A lot of teams, man.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of teams are playing their best basketball. A lot of players are playing their best basketball as of right now. Oklahoma City is 17 and 1 in the last 18 games, which is how they started the season this year, 17 and 1, and people thought they were going to break the regular
The
season win
yeah,
record. And they have been hooping. The only team they lost to this year is the Boston Celtics. I mean, the last 18 games is Boston. And I can't really exactly remember that game. I think I did watch it, but actually I don't remember it at all. I think I remember the first one when Jaylen Brown got teed out.
I think that was in Houston, or not in Houston, but in OKC.
Okay.
Gosh, I'm
Wow.
pretty sure.
Wow.
No, it might. I don't know for sure.
Yeah, man, my all NBA teams was getting nasty at a point. I mean, it just depends if you're counting Luca or if you're not counting Luca. I can completely understand if you're not because he has not played 65 games, but I know he's gonna appeal it, and he's
Yeah,
probably gonna win that appeal. And if he doesn't win that appeal, that is nasty work by the NBA because he had a child, bro.
yeah.
So they should appeal it. So I did include Luca in my rankings, but I can easily move. Maybe not easily, but I can move him out.
Yeah, I got him in my first
Yeah,
team as well. So,
yeah,
but
yeah.
end up taking him out. I
I got
think I'll replace him.
if
I
I
don't know.
if I didn't have Doncic, man, I don't know who I'm putting in after. Like there's two names right there that I don't know, but we'll see, we'll see. There's two names that I'm like juggling with. It just depends if you care about defense or if you care about the main scorer. But man, I went back and looked at Chet Holmgren's rookie season, and I did not know he was. I mean, the limited games he played, he was hooping. Obviously, I think he was a second year player at that point, but still, that boy had one of the
Yeah,
better rookie seasons of all time. I did not
he
peep.
did miss. He did miss like his whole real like rookie season.
Yeah,
So
because LeBron's too big and he broke his foot or something. I think it was his foot. Yeah, I think he broke his foot.
yeah, or like his ankle or something. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And the only reason I looked at it because what podcast was that? The Nerd Sesh podcast brought it up, saying how he had one of the greatest rookie years of all time in the games he played. I was like, oh shit, what? He was one of the most impactful rookies. But I mean, it makes sense because I believe that year they went to the finals.
Mm.
I believe so. Unless he's a third year player. Oh, he might be. No, they didn't make it to the finals. I don't think they made it far though. They lost to like the Timberwolves. Yeah, they lost to the Timberwolves that year. Then the Timberwolves went and lost to the. Why do I want to say Nuggets? No, they beat the Nuggets. They lost to the Mavs. That year, I really was watching playoff ball. I feel like the last 2 years, I've really been tuned into playoff ball. Can't lie.
Yeah. Because that's like with like Luka, you get Jokic in the Western over there. Giannis is usually in there.
Mm-hmm.
So New York's been in it for the past few. So I mean, that's when the stars really come out and you get to see what the teams are really made of, how they
100%.
really got there. So that makes sense.
I'm so thankful that I lived at home last year, bro, because I was watching all of those playoff games at home. I would watch a lot of NBA games. I'd get off at like 9, maybe 10
Mhm.
o'clock sometimes, smoke out the window of my room, get some eats, and just watch the late night game. And typically it was the Lakers games. So I would just be watching the fuck out of those games. Then when the playoffs started, oh my God, that was so fun. I would just get off work, blow down, watch them games, watch Hallie go fucking stupid and nuclear. That shit was fire, bro.
I mean,
I don't. Yeah, I remember watching a lot of those series. I remember watching the Pistons Knicks at that time. I thought the Pistons. I still think when watching back those games, I don't watch back those games, but when thinking about those games, the Pistons were a better team than the Knicks, bro. But it's just because the Knicks had such a weird offensive system that would like go not it would just be like regular for like the first 3 quarters of the game, and then in the fourth quarter you just see like Jalen Brunson take it to a whole nother level, and then nobody could stop him on that Pistons team.
Yeah.
So I guess the Knicks were a better team, but I'm not gonna lie. And through 3 quarters, the Pistons would have won in like 5. If that fourth quarter didn't exist, yeah,
Yeah, no, that Pistons team didn't have the depth they needed to really
no.
even if they got past that round, I don't know if they would have made it pretty. I don't think they would have made it further than that.
Oh no, I don't think so because then the Knicks played the Pacers. Yeah, they played the Pacers. I want to say because it was Knicks Pacers then Pacers. No, they might have played the Celtics. Because did the Pacers play the Celtics? No, the Pacers played the Cavs, the
Yeah,
Bucks, and the Knicks.
wouldn't it have been
Or did they play the Bucks?
probably would have been Bucks first, Bucks, Cavs, and the Knicks, or
I want to say that's right. Because I remember them playing the Cavs because that's when Ty Jerome was some booty cheeks. Everybody was getting injured on that team. Everybody was like, Pacers just getting lucky. I'm pretty sure they played the Knicks in like the conference finals. Right? Yeah, because game one. Yeah. Game one was legendary. Yeah, it was. It was in the conference finals. And the reason why Boston didn't make it that far was because Tatum tore his Achilles against the Knicks. Yeah. You seen Tyrese Halliburton's back to playing 5v5?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. I don't know how hard he was going, but hey, playing 5v5 is
That's
definitely a
it's
step.
a big achievement,
Oh, 100%.
especially with Cooper.
Mm-hmm. That team's going to be nasty next year, man. But that means somebody's got to drop. Somebody has to drop.
Yeah,
A lot of teams that are going to have to drop.
we turn this Heat Raptors game.
Not crazy.
Throwback Raptors court. Yeah.
Damn. No Curry today, unfortunately, so we're not going to have a Curry versus LeBron matchup this year. Which blows, but I think it would have been a pretty good game too, honestly, with a LeBron-led Lakers versus Steph Curry's led Golden State. That would have been a fire game, I can't lie, but it looks like, holy shit, nobody's playing on Golden State. Besides Draymond. Guy Santos is out, Quentin Post is out, Will Richards out, Al Horford, Kristaps.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
they're gonna have Brandon Podemski at point or shooting guard, Green at power forward, Payton probably at the point, Melton probably at the 3. Damn, and then you're gonna have to like put Pat Spencer out there at the 4 because their only 4 is Malivi Leons, and I don't even know who that is.
That's gonna be rough.
So they might have to put Draymond at center or Charles Bassey at center. Oof. LJ Cryer. I feel like I know that name. I feel like he was a college legend, but I can't think of.
College player went to Houston.
Okay. Okay. What the fuck? Caden, yes.
Huh.
I said I was off at 6, Caden. Got an evil test to study for tomorrow, but luckily they have like an 89 in the class, so I should be 100% cool even if I get like a 50.
You should be.
At this point in my stage of my college career, bro, it's just I'm trying to get past. I'm trying to pass. I'm just trying to get my degree and go home. Bro, I'm in my microeconomics class, and I was talking to the dude on the left of me. I was like, "Oh, what grade you in?" He was like, I'm a freshman." I said, "Damn, what the fuck? In my class? Like this is a junior year class." I thought. He was like, "Yeah, but I'm dual majoring." I was like, "Shit." I was like, "And
Damn.
what?" He was like, "Software engineering and economics." I was like, "Fuck, those shits don't even like overlap. Like the classes don't. You got to take all. Yeah." And then he was like, "Yeah, I'm taking 20 credits this semester." I said, "Fuck, bro. I didn't even know that was a possibility." But people do it, I guess. And then I looked to the right of me and I asked how old this dude was. He said he was a sophomore, double majoring in like political science and economics again, like microeconomics.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay, what grade are you?" He was like, "I'm a sophomore, but technically not really because I graduate next year." I was like, "Shit, motherfucker, speed running college." I did not.
Yeah. That's crazy, bro.
That's evil work. Like I was actually blown after that shit. I was like, dead ass, bro. Like I stopped talking to him after that because I was like, what the fuck we talking about, bro? So I don't know. Should be blowing me, bro. Should be making me feel old. Feel like I'm fucking ace flag to Cooper flag. Like dead ass. But I don't know. I don't think I would ever dual major. If I could go back, I wouldn't dual major either because that shit sounds like hell. 20 credits a semester?
It shit sounds awful, bro.
Like that's insane.
This boy taking. I'm finna go fill up my water.
I hopefully Cadence here soon. Anyway, let me keep talking about games since I got y'all here. Who else did I watch this week? Man, just overall, just watching Cooper Flag dominate. That Clippers versus Mavericks game, like last Tuesday or this Tuesday, I guess it was 116-103 the final score. But man, I'm pretty like in the last like 5 minutes, the Clippers finally broke away. But before that, going into halftime, I believe the Clippers had like a 20-point lead or something like that. It's insane that just the level Cooper Flag's playing on. Like, oh, that game he actually didn't do too well. He only had 25 points. I swear he had 19 going into the third, but I guess he didn't end the game too well, which is probably why the Clippers broke away. But nah, that kid is hooping, and I can't even call him a kid that much because he's damn near my age. He might be my age. Yeah, let's not keep talking about that. Anyway, next game I was looking at was gotta bring up that Nuggets versus Spurs game. I hope y'all caught that because that was a game. That was a real game, man. That's playoff intensity right there. Neither teams really wanted to back down. We were in Denver, and I believe the Denver Nuggets were down 6 for a majority of the game. I don't think they had the lead until the very end of the game where they tied it up finally off. I want to say it was a not a Luka, Nikola Jokic fadeaway. No, it was a Nikola Jokic pass, double team, hit Aaron Gordon cutting, tie game, OT. They went to OT. Nikola Jokic dominated the floor. He really his ability to float the ball over Wembanyama is so tough. Like it's so like minuscule and basic. Like it seems like a majority of middle schoolers should have that bag in their game. But his ability to be so efficient and just that post area that's not in the restricted area, which is like not right underneath the basket, is so elite. Because sometimes, yeah, you see him throw up that hook shot, and you're like, "What the fuck is that? That's some bullshit. Don't be throwing that shit up. You're supposed to be a 3-time MVP. What are you doing?" But when that shit goes in, and it goes in 70% of the time, according to the stats, that's nasty work. And Wembenyama right now just doesn't have the footwork to step out there and guard that in on a consistent level and play the paint. I mean, every player in the league is going to have their weaknesses, and that's his weakness right now. He doesn't have the foot speed, the lateral quickness to get back and forth from guarding a Nikola Jokic in that deadly mid-range area and going back into the paint. Which I don't blame him. I mean, he's 7'7". It's hard to do that. It's hard to move your feet in general at being that high or being that tall. So overall, great game. It seems like there definitely is a recipe on beating the San Antonio Spurs, 100%. And it's going to really rely on how much Victor Wembanyama can actually play this playoffs. It's going to because if he can play if I mean, I think he's going to take care of like the early rounds. Definitely. I don't think he's going to need to play more than like 29 minutes a game really in the first couple rounds because what he's going to be playing like what team is coming out with the play in as the 2 seed? Can I even think of one? You got the Warriors down there, the Clippers down there, Portland down there, and who's that last team? I don't know. But I think San Antonio can definitely get through at least round 1 with Wembanyama playing like 28, 29 minutes a game. Perfectly fine. But then after that, I think he's really going to have to increase his minutes at least up to like 33, man. And I don't know if he's going to be able to take that kind of load for 7, 14, 21 possible games. I don't know if he's going to be able to take that type of load. Because when Luke...
33 is kind of.
Well, like when you're playing like the Nuggets, I mean,
Yeah,
when he's off the court, even though Valanciunas is up and down, they still dominate that um, when the backups are in. They dominate when the
yeah.
second team is in. Especially like when you're going to go against the Thunder, they're going to fry the second team. A lot of teams have really good just secondary teams, and it's not like the San Antonio Spurs have the worst. It's just you don't have Wembanyama out there, who's
Yeah, Cornette and Wembanyama is like a theoretically they could be the same thing, but there's a drop off 100%, especially on the offensive end. How much that floor is spread.
mm-hmm.
Hmm.
And then if you go into like I was talking about the Nuggets versus San Antonio game, if they go into a playoff series, I'm not gonna lie, you have to put like a Luke Cornett on Jokic because you can't put a Harrison Barnes on him. He's too small. You
Yeah.
can't you can't even put what's his name from the new rookie they got, Carter Bryant. They can't put Carter Bryant on him because again he's too small. He's got long arms, but
Hmm.
Nikola Jokic is 3 times MVP. So you got to put a big man on him to at least give him a body in front of him and allow Wemby still to roam. Because that's like the biggest thing. You can't Wemby cannot roam when he's guarding Nikola Jokic because if he takes a step back, Nikola's gonna hit that jumper. If he's guarding on him too hard, he's gonna hit the open man.
Yep.
So it's tough. I don't know what they do there. I've heard that they should play both Cornette and Jokic at the same time, but I believe they've only played limited minutes together this season. I don't know. I don't know. What would you do, man? Would you try that out? Play the double center big? Because that's what the OKC Thunder do right now when they put Hartenstein on Jokic and then they have Chet Rome.
Yeah, they could do double centers. The thing is,
Stephon Castle's got a hit.
I'm about to say, yeah, Stephon Castle's got a hit. They'll probably have like Dylan Harper or De'Aaron Fox in there. So, which
Mm-hmm.
big you using like the pick and roll? Obviously, if you go Wemby, he can pick and roll, but Cornette can't really shoot. So you pick and pop, put Cornette at like the dunker spot. You might be able to find some work, but the paint gonna be claw.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
I think, in my opinion, the double big won't work just because they don't have the initial shooting to really compensate for what Cornette just lacks on offense. So
Right.
unless they playing champagne, unless they playing, yeah,
Did you
not
watch
really.
that end of the game of the San Antonio versus Nuggets? San Antonio versus Nuggets game on Tuesday, where they were like they had
Mhm.
Jokic on Champagny, but he was crazily sagging off Champagny. Like he was like had a foot in the paint, and Champagny was in the corner, and they just weren't hitting Champagny. Like I understand that's obviously might not be the greatest shot because you might want Wembanyama with the ball to hit that last shot. But I thought there was a couple times where they could have just hit Champagny and it was what a 40%, 30% chance of him making that bitch. He's not like a Caruso in my opinion, but they were guarding him like he was a Caruso. It was
Yeah,
it was weird. Even the announcers were saying something about it. They were like, Champagny's wide open. They should hit him. They just did not. Oh, that was it was like
that's
the
when De'Aaron Fox had the ball, and he ended up giving it to Wimby, and Wimby went at like AG. He went at Aaron Gordon
mm-hmm. That
instead of.
and then the next time De'Aaron Fox just lost the ball before even hitting Champagny. The one time I think it hit off his leg or something.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. But then also, you're not gonna see Christian Braun hit 5 3 pointers that often.
that is very true. If you having somebody beat you, I'd rather it be Christian
Mm-hmm.
Brown. So,
That's gonna be an interesting playoff series. I really hope to see that one. I noticed I had like the stat. The only teams that are currently like guaranteed in playoff positions is like the number 1 seed on the East is the Pistons, but 2 through 10 right now are up for grabs. And then it was like the 1 seed Thunder, the 2 seed Spurs is guaranteed. The 6 seed Timberwolves is guaranteed. The seven, no, not the 7 seed. Yeah, the 7 seed Suns is guaranteed, and the 10 seed Warriors is guaranteed. Like there's no moving between them.
damn. So the West sounds very pretty set.
Yeah, pretty sad. I mean, 3, 4, 5 is Nuggets, Lakers, Rockets,
Right.
but I think it's supposed to set in that order. I think it is, unless the Rockets. I mean, big game tonight against the 76ers for the Rockets. Need to handle business here if they want to move up in the rankings.
Yeah.
But it's really the game to face the Timberwolves, which is kind of disrespectful. But I mean, the Timberwolves just haven't been playing together recently, so I don't blame a lot of teams trying to go play them.
Yeah, without Ant, the mission their engine, so
Right.
I can definitely see why teams want to go out and play against that team for sure.
Oh, 100%. There's a lot of teams right now where they're missing their star player, but their backups are playing so good. It's gonna be a question when Caden gets here, but man, I wonder if a lot of these or some of those teams are gonna be able to keep up that consistency that those backup players have been showing when the star player comes back. Because they would be way more dangerous. They'd be way more just teams would not be wanting to play that. They'd be way more competent when their backups come in. If their backups could play like how they're playing right now, like a couple teams I'm talking about is like the Pistons or the Timberwolves, where their backup players are playing great when the star is out, but when the star comes back, the offense gets a little clunky. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Because it's not like I don't know. Darius or Denise Jenkins was getting the same opportunity beforehand.
Hmm.
Obviously not as many minutes, and obviously not with the starters, but still,
Yeah.
I I feel like a lot of those backups have taken a step. Even like
Hmm.
Karis Levert.
Bro, hello?
Yo,
Hey, my shit leaking, bro. My laptop might be dead. Like
chill.
actually dead.
As soon
Like
as they
dead,
want-
dead. Not even like
Like,
not charged.
like, like not even like flickering. Like I don't know if the charger broke or what.
Well,
Shit, fried. I might have to pot on the phone, game.
It don't matter to me. Put
Yeah,
that
I
shit
wonder
in
if my
portrait.
mic will work. Hold up.
Your mic works.
That'd be
It's
crazy.
not pretty good right
Like,
now.
no wonder if my actual hold on. Yo,
Yeah, it does. It's evil.
it sound different.
Yeah, it sounded
That's
quieter, but
crazy.
it did work.
I sound quieter.
Yeah, you probably just had to turn it up, but no, it sounded right.
Hold up. Bro, like my shit won't even turn on, game.
Damn, that's kind of evil, bro.
yeah.
Not even turn on. Fuck, you be running your shit to dead to zero.
Bro, no, like it was charged before. That's the problem. Like that's why I'm
Mm.
like, damn, it's dead. Like it might be fucking fried.
That's evil. This late into college and your shit get fried. That would blow me.
I know I've had this shit for like since freshman year,
Freshman year of college or freshman year of high?
freshman year of college.
Mm. You
Shit
know what I'm
better
saying?
like
Yeah.
don't fail you now.
You gotta spend another ban on a computer.
Man.
It's crazy a laptop costs a ban, but if iPhone costs a ban too, bro. Shit evil. We need to talk about inflation, bro. That shit is evil. I don't know about Home Depot. You can notice it with how many customers are coming in, but dude, for the last like 10 shifts I had, like dead ass, it's just old ladies with lame ass questions asking me questions here and there. There's nobody else. There's no middle aged people. Nobody got money, bro. Nobody got money to spend on solar lighting. Like it dead blows me because then all I gotta do is I gotta talk to my coworkers for real. And no hate to them. Hopefully they never watch this, but I only
Yeah,
can talk to them for so long, bro.
not crazy. Like damn, bro, I'm about to prop up the. This is fried. Oh my god, bro. Why my shit die right now?
That does blow. Do you have a video camera or do you do it off the Mac?
You said what?
Do you have a video camera or do you do it off the Mac or the laptop?
The camera?
Yeah, like the camera, like your
No,
camera.
I have the webcam.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but
I was gonna say if you did have a webcam, you might be able to connect it since you connected the mic, but
yeah. Problem is, it's a USB. That's what's fried. It's USB, so
mm. Oh yeah, webcam. I guess that is the real name for it.
Uh,
Should
try
we
to use a
talk
different
about
chart.
the end of the year awards?
End of the year awards.
Yeah.
Shit, we could do it next pod too. I didn't have any ready, but I could
Yeah,
probably
we
think off the top
all
of my dome.
NBA. We were supposed to do all NBA, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got all NBA.
I've been freeballing. I've been on my small talk with Kenny Beach and type shit. So don't worry. We are alive, but I've been providing content to our imaginary fans.
Oh, God.
Yeah, man. My shit fried. We might gotta just FaceTime the fans, bro.
That don't look bad, but you sideways. Turn the audio up a
Sideways?
tad.
Am I still sideways?
I know Dale not talking to me right now.
Is this mic better or the other one?
Probably that one.
This one?
Yeah, it's not too. Yeah, I would say that one easily. Let me see what he's talking about with the turn the mic up.
Why y'all quiet now? What the fuck?
Bro, this should sound right. Fuck you, Dale. I ain't turning up the audio for shit. Also, bro, my mic has went back to like fucking having gray, not gray. What is that shit called? Where you can just hear like random sound. That shit
Like the
blows me, bro. White noise,
white,
yeah.
like static or something?
Huh?
Is it static or something or?
Yeah, it's like a. But the crazy thing was, it wasn't happening the last two pods, but now it's
Mhm.
happening again, bro. So I just had to turn it down a little bit. Right now, it's not too bad because I turned it down and I'm just holding the mic close to my face, so
Mhm.
it's gonna work. But that should be blowing me.
Do I sound louder or more quiet this way?
You sound louder.
Yeah, you sound.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I gotta turn the volume up. Damn, bro.
Let me turn on the stuff to next thing.
You got Amazon.
I do got Amazon.
W. Off the rim.
I'm about to go buy a new charger after this. Hopefully that's
That's
what did. Fuck.
that is evil, bro. My fault.
That timing is evil.
All right, though. Hey, we can get straight into this, man. We are back off the rim. I mean, we've been live streaming for the past 30 minutes, but we are all here now. We are back. We missed the Monday pod, but hey, we're college students. We got to get shit done. We got to work. You know what I mean? So we're balancing it. We're getting shit done. We're here though, so it's not like we missed the week. We just a little late. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things to talk about. We're here with my co-host Caden, co-host Langston. Back. I think this is like what 3 4 days left. I think it's 3 days left of NBA regular season till we're in the play-in. Um, Real excited. Rookie of the year is the big topic around the league. 65 game limit is another big topic. We're gonna bring out our first team, second team, and third team All NBA teams today. We're gonna differ in opinion, but we're gonna have some logic behind all of them, man. How y'all been enjoying ball, man? How's your teams doing? How's your favorite teams? How's your players? How y'all doing?
Hey man, y'all saw that screenshot I sent about Dylan Harper, man. Told y'all, man. He hooping, bro. Last 20 games, 50% from the three ball.
Wow.
Percent. Hey man. I feel like once they move off of D Fox, man, they gonna be cool in the guard era, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So D Harp, that's about one of my favorite players. You know, Kyrie obviously been hurt. Hopefully he can come back. But hey man, ball been great, man. That Hawks Cavs game last night was super competitive. Cause like the East right now, everybody already knows, man. Like the East, it's like you can go from fourth, fifth seed to like playing in like 2 games. So it's crazy tight right now. But yeah,
Oh, 100%. What about you, Lang? How you been fucking with any teams that you've been really? How's your Magic, man? How's the Orlando Magic? I mean, you were talking to me
I
about Black's back.
I'd say Anthony Black's been back, and I think we're on like a 3 game win streak, 4 game win streak right now.
Mm-hmm.
So Fran's been back helps as well. Takes a little bit of pressure off of Paulo. So them being on a little streak right now helps them placing for playoffs. Hopefully they can avoid like the 10 or the 9. So where if they win that one playing game, they get in to at that 7 seed. I think how it works. So
Yeah.
hopefully, hopefully this puts them in a good position. But they've been doing good so far. 4 game win streak. Can't really ask for much after some rough games. So I'm glad they could bounce back.
Yeah, man, that is good to hear. Hopefully the Magic can actually make some noise because they were struggling the past couple weeks, dude. They've been struggling. A lot of haters coming out. You know, recency bias is a real thing. So if they can come in hot, hey, they might have someone on their back. Not me though. My team, the LA Lakers, we already know how it's been. If you've been at all looking at ball, looking at ESPN, you know we've been getting fried, boy. And it's really just because the Oklahoma City Thunder lost
Kill me.
Luca,
Lost
lost
to the Mavs
Reeves.
too, man.
Man, I mean, it's like a blessing and a curse in disguise because I really hope that Reeves and Luca don't overly exert themselves to try to come back early in the playoff run. Because I'm not gonna lie, nothing's gonna happen if we get blown out by 50 points with you guys starting. It's not gonna it's not gonna help if you are half injured against any of these upper echelon Nuggets teams, Spurs, Thunder. We're just gonna get swept or beat in five. You know what I mean? Like, sure, maybe Luca can drop a 40, 50 bomb here and win us a game, but it just saves me and it saves Lakers fans time, bro. I don't think anybody really had the Lakers going that far. Obviously, like what I was saying earlier or a couple pods ago is if Aiton actually steps up his game, we can make a deep playoff run. But when you're putting all your marbles on a guy like DeAndre Ayton who hasn't done shit for the past like 10 years, you can see what type of team that is. But we got a couple teams that are hot right now, man. A couple teams that are moving. There's two teams in the NBA right now that haven't lost 3 games in a row this whole season. Do you know who they are? Any guesses?
The two teams that haven't lost three in a row.
This whole season. I think it's a layup.
I
Is
mean,
it?
off top, I'll say Thunder Spurs, but Pistons
Yeah.
might be in.
Yeah, the Thunder and Spurs are the only two teams, and that just leads into both teams are 17-1 right now in the last 18, which is nasty work, bro. Thunder started off the season 17-1, and people thought they were gonna go break the all-time regular season win record. So it just shows that teams are fucking hot. Denver just had their first ever 10-game win streak in the Nikola Jokic era.
Mm.
So they are pushing through. Teams are hot, almost like unbelievably hot. Like, do you like? I don't truly believe that these some of these teams are gonna continue that pace that they're moving at. So
Mm,
another thing
Mm.
I want to talk about that segues kind of from that is you see like teams like the Timberwolves or you see teams like the Pistons where their backup players are actually doing a serviceable job or doing a great job in the Pistons sense. But when they were backup players, they really weren't providing much when Anthony Edwards or Cade Cunningham needed that help in those close, big time games. So do you guys actually believe that Denise Jenkins or a Bones Highland or Io DeSumo is actually going to make an impact in that playoffs when those stars come back? Or do you think they're just going to go back to their old selves?
Mm. I don't know, man. It's hard to say. I think because with Dennis Jenkins, man, I mean, he literally was what a G League player, 2-way contract, and he busts out on the scene, and it's like, where'd this dude come from? So I don't know, but the way he's been hooping recently, there's no reason why I wouldn't see him continuing it. Because if you think about it, I mean, defense ramps up, but the Pistons have probably the second or they have a top three defense. I would say Spurs and Thunder up there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're in the practices, that they have, he's practicing against some of the best defenders in the league. So I mean, he'd be ready for it when it comes to playing those super defensive teams in the East, like the Celtics or like the Cavs with their front court that's really defensive. So I mean, I don't know. I feel like he can do it now with Ida Sumo and Bones Highland. I don't know. I'd have to see more from them because I feel like the whole regular season they haven't been going crazy. Ida Sumo's been popping off since the trade deadline, but Bones Highland is more recent. But I mean, we'll see. You know, I don't know. It's a good question though.
I think like the big thing is like consistency, bro. because you can get IO or like Bones Highland coming off the bench. They might give you like 18 in one game, but the next game they come through, shoot like 4 for 11 and give you 9 points. So it's like I think that's what stops them from really being our can be our starting point guard. That consistency that they lack is like if we can't get it every night, then you're not finna play 35 minutes every night. So,
Hmm.
but it really helps when them star players are out like Cape and Ant, and even like you've seen it with Shea. Kassan Wallace coming, starting in a game, dropping like 20 points a game, 25 points a game. So it's like if they can step up and shine, then do it. But when they hear if you're not gonna be consistent and knock down your shots or play your same role that you do when they gone, then what good does it really do?
Right. Nah, 100%. I 100% hear that. I was just wondering because be watching these guys. Denise be dropping like 18 and 6 on the regular, shooting like 40% from three ball. Like, what the fuck? You don't see that. You didn't see that. I mean, you would see like him go 15 and 8, 13 and 7, shit like that. But maybe it's just because he's playing with the starters now. He's actually able to flourish in that role. I don't know. Maybe the backup players aren't necessarily that good to allow him to play make and facilitate like that. I don't know. I guess we'll see when it comes playoff time as they're going to be facing some pretty tough competition, both teams. Another big point that I want to bring up is this recent Cooper Flag versus Con Knuppel Rookie of the Year race. I mean, you guys already know all the in-depth stuff about it. I mean, we got a Duke fan right here. Who do you think is who's your Rookie of the Year, man? Since they're both Duke guys, you can't have any bias.
Hey man, Cooper Flag was first in the ladder for a long time. Then he went down with that injury, and then you seen Con climb, and he broke the 3 point record. So the resume is there, but 19 years old, 50 points. Come back the next game, 45. Hey man, that's uh that's rookie of the year numbers if I've ever seen it.
Damn.
So
Okay. Kaden,
I
what do you
think
think?
that's yeah.
Are you more of
I
a
mean,
efficiency
yeah,
type of
man.
guy or what? What are you thinking, man?
I mean, I guess Coop probably has more down games than Khan does. Khan probably is more consistent with just he's a sharpshooter, man. He just doesn't miss. But the way Coop has been playing recently after coming back from that injury, man, dropping 45, first 19-year-old, first teenager to drop 50, and like we have to include the other side of the ball. I mean, Khan is not a cone at all, but I mean, Cooper's just everywhere defensively. He like top five in rookies in steals and blocks. I mean, it's hard not to and rebounds. Like, I mean, it's hard not to give him that edge, you know. But Khan is really close though, in my opinion. So yeah,
No, that's fair, man. That's fair. I'm not gonna lie. I hear a lot of people talking about how, oh, Khan has, the Hornets is a winning team and a playoff team in the first time in a long time. Obviously, you have LaMelo and Brandon Miller playing out their minds, but Khan's 3 point consistency is allowing this team to have somebody who can knock down that three ball and elevate them on a whole different level. And I think it doesn't get brought up enough, honestly, bro. Like, I understand it's not MVP, so you can't really put team success on their resume at all. But like, if we're talking rookie of the year, and you're able to come in your first year and provide that type of, how should I say, like, provide that type of gravity immediately, I'm not gonna lie, that's really valuable to me. Whether it's MVP, whether it's Defensive Player of the Year, any type of award, if you can provide that type of gravity, especially as a first-year player, it's really valuable to me more than getting in the lane and finishing in a tough bucket. Like, yeah, Cooper Flag is a bucket. I think if Cooper Flag didn't get hurt in what, February, I want to say he got hurt. Maybe right after the All Star break, it was something like that.
yeah.
If he didn't get hurt, I think his trajectory would have probably surpassed what Khan's doing right now. But with Khan's consistency of 3 point shooting, we've never seen anything like that before. He's, again, not a bad defender, but I think both of them have their woes defensively. I think Khan is my rookie of the year just because the impact. He's a more impactful player than Khan or than Coop. God, I gotta
Yeah,
catch my breath, boy. That was a long-winded talk. I was like
yeah, that's
dead
fair.
ass running. Oh yeah, what?
I see what you're saying. No, I see what you're saying, though, man. That's fair. But I do feel like with Coop, it's like, man, like his team is just so bad around him too. So it's like, and I mean, the Hornets aren't like this amazing team. So it's not like Khan is like the boosting this already great team, but he does. I feel like he fits out of all the rookies in the class. He probably fits perfect. I mean, that's probably the perfect pick. Just a straight sharpshooter who can knock down shots. Because I mean, they already had Lamelo and B Miller who were shooting threes, and they just hadn't been on the court together as much. But Khan can pick up the slack when Lamelo might be having an off game, or B Miller might be having an off game. He can kind of like be in the middle and like settle it out. So yeah, I don't know. It's just so hard to look at Coop carrying. Like he's basically carrying the Mavericks. I mean,
Oh yeah.
it's bad, bro. But yeah, I don't know. This is like if you could give them both the award, man, I would. I feel like they should be like this. If it was any year for co MVPs, co rookie of the years, this would be the year for it, man. They're like really close.
Yeah, it is tough, man. It is. It is tough because we've never seen like a rookie of the year have this much impact, or not a rookie of the year, but a rookie of the year candidate have this much impact that Khan does. So like, I understand why a lot of people are like, well, it's not an MVP race, so you don't got to care about impact. But that's just my argument that like he's been probably the most impactful rookie ever that actually leads to winning. Like, sure, when Benyama was there, like only thing I could maybe compare it to is if like Chet Holmgren actually played enough games or played a whole season. If Chet Holmgren, because like the end of the season of his rookie year, technically his sophomore year, but it was his rookie year, he was dominating teams defensively and offensively. I think he was averaging like 16 and 8 at that point coming out. So if he could have done that the whole year, I don't know. I'm probably picking Chet Holmgren as my rookie of the year, just again because I'm trying to stay consistent with that gravity that he would bring, and the gravity leads to winning. Yeah, Wembanyama had gravity, but did it lead to winning? Oh, I don't know because now that just sounded like an MVP case. So I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe I don't. I wouldn't hate it either ways. Obviously, they're both going to be. I think. Well, Coop has a way higher ceiling, but they're both going to be good players for a long time. A little bit more before we get into the All NBA teams. We got a lot of injuries happening, man. A lot of injuries. We just talked about the Luka injury. We just talked about the Austin Reeves injury. But we just seen today, as of Monday, April 9th, or sorry, Thursday, April 9th, Joel Embiid is going into surgery for his don't even know how to say that word. I'm not even going to try.
Appendicitis. I think
Appendicitis.
yeah, man.
He's going into surgery. He's going to be out for, what'd you say, like 2 to 3 weeks?
Yeah, I looked up the timeline for recovery. It says 2 to 4 weeks. So I mean, I would assume for like activity as high as the NBA level, probably like a month. And
Yeah.
then yeah, taking into account, Embiid being hurt all the time, unfortunately. So I mean, I don't know, but yeah, about a month. So
So crazy, bro. Because he was like, genuinely, bro, if he played a whole season, which obviously he probably wouldn't have played it at such high level, but if we weren't counting games played and shit, bro, he might be my MVP, bro. I might have to actually let me make an MVP list right now. Without get rid of all those top 6 guys. Give me Joel Embiid at my 1, and give me CJ McCollum at my 2. Like dead
yeah,
ass. CJ McCollum after he's left the Wizards, entered the Hawks have completely changed into a whole different team, man. I mean, they look for him at end of games to get buckets, and he does it. I mean, I don't know if y'all saw that half court shot that he threw up at the end of the game against
oh
it's
yeah,
losing me.
the
Who
one
was
that
it?
I know what you're talking about. It didn't count though, but
Yeah, that shit was fire. Oh no.
yeah. Was it the Magic or no?
I don't. I gotta think
Oh
about
man,
who's
I
getting
can't, I
buckets on
can't,
that team.
can't think of the team.
But yeah, CJ McCollum. No, not the Cavs. CJ McCollum might be up there for my MV. My sneaky. Oh, it was the Knicks. My sneaky,
Yeah,
low key MVP, but mostly Joel Embiid. He's averaging more points than minutes played. Average per game. I mean, minutes played
yeah,
per game, and he's the first one since Wilt Chamberlain. Like, and he's been actually playing like decent defense, bro. I seen the Nerd Sesh podcast bring up a point. Would you trade 1-1 Call Anthony Towns if you're the Knicks for Joel Embiid? 40 games of Joel Embiid versus 80 games of Cat.
Wow. Nah. The
No.
only reason I say nah is because Mitch Rob already misses games at a high clip. So then it's like you got two centers who are missing games at a high clip. So it's like, who is your five? I mean, maybe you pick up somebody else, drop Mitch Rob, but Mitch Rob is actually like key. Mitch Rob is already kind of filling that role of like playing less games but being very valuable like Joel does. So I don't know if that's a good trade, like good concept though. But yeah, I don't know. They just both miss too many games for me. So
Fair. That Knicks team is looking kind of boo boo, bro. Like, I really don't like how Carl Anthony Towns is playing in that system. Like, where do you
yeah,
go?
man,
What do you do with
bro.
that team?
I just feel like the system they had last year with Tibbs was like it was so much better for Cat, you know. And
Yeah.
now they're asking him to like I don't know. They're asking. He's like he's rolling and like when you're watching them like the offense, like he just looks lost sometimes. Like doesn't know when to come up for the ball. Like his usage is just down so much, and I feel like he's just used to like. I mean, when he was in Minnesota, he was literally bringing the ball up, creating shots off dribble. So I mean, it's just such a crazy change for him,
Hmm.
and he just looks lost out there, man. I don't see. But I mean, like in the defense of Mike Brown, I mean, you got to change something because obviously, it wasn't working. You got to change something. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's tough.
No, it is. Let me change that topic because we are going to go back to. We have a little bit. I want to bring up a topic about one thing that needs to go right for every Eastern Conference playoff team. So we can get back to that because they definitely need a couple things to go right. But before we get into our All NBA teams, I wanted to bring up some news that I saw. Doc Rivers brought the team together after a recent loss, saying, and I quote, "Google me." Players didn't take that well. Doc Rivers was basically saying that I've taken teams that didn't deserve to be in the playoffs to the playoffs, and I thought this team was going to be one of them, which is an insane thing to say to any type of team, any level. You can't just talk to players like that, especially grown ass men making more money than you. I don't know if the Hall of Fame coach, like the Hall of Fame pedigree that he has now, has gone to his head, or if he's just done coaching and he's just letting it all off his chest. But, jeez. Do you guys believe Doc Rivers is actually that good of a coach?
Nah, man. I mean, for the most part, when he's had success, he's inherited teams that were already, you know,
Yeah.
they had something going for them. Like they might not have been like amazing teams, but they kind of already were on the up and up. So, I mean, he's not a terrible coach, but the way he just Google me, bro, like every series, he's acting like he's I don't know, bro, like he's Eric Spoelstra or something. Like, bro, nah, it's just not. I'm not feeling it. But I'm glad you brought that up, bro, because I saw like an article that was talking about how like there was also a players meeting after that meeting, and it was because apparently in the same meeting where he said Google me, he called out Kyle Kuzma, Ryan Rollins, and it was a third player, and I think KPJ, and so they had a players meeting after that, and we're kind of like, man, he's tripping. Like they were like, nah, man, he's tripping. I don't know why he's calling y'all out. And apparently, like the coaches or whatever, like the higher ups found out about that players meeting, and then like the next game, Kyle Kuzma had a DNP.
Wow.
Like he didn't play. They just sat him the whole game. So
Wow.
and the stuff with that and the stuff with Giannis, man. I mean, the Bucks are like. I feel like they might blow it might be like a blow everything up type of off season, man, because that relationship with like all the players is just bad. And the stuff with waving Cam Thomas and stuff with Dame Lillard last year, it's bad, man. I don't know. But
Hmm.
yeah. I was just so crazy to find out that he was calling out players. Like I mean, I get trying to motivate them, but like nah man. I've never really liked Doc Rivers and that was just the L coach move to me. I don't know.
No, for sure, bro. Yeah, when you're like a player's coach, because I think that's the type of guy he's been promoted as through his whole career is just be more of like a guy that you can go and talk to, and he's cool with the team. You know, he's one of the guys, and a lot of players appreciate him obviously because he's a black coach. And when he started coaching, there wasn't that many black coaches, so respect to him in that point. But it's just like a lot of guys get a full career off just being a player's coach. Like Steve Kerr is a guy who got his full career off just being a player's coach, and now his time's done. Doc Rivers definitely had a time for sure when he was on the. I want to say he was on the. Was he on the Orlando Magic? Pretty sure with T Mac. I think so.
Um,
Well,
I
whatever teams he
remember
was
I remember
on.
Clippers, yeah.
I'm saying I know he's on the Clippers.
Clippers, Celtics. I mean, he had his time. He had his era. I mean, he wasn't a bad coach by means. He was getting out coached game in and game out. But those guys just get extended for too long, thinking they're like a Eric Spoelstra, thinking they're like a Ty Lue. Like you're not an actual schematic type of coach. You gotta know that your time is with this team. You're a perfect example and perfect coach for this team exactly, but it's not going to translate that well to other teams.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. Those guys they just stick around the league for a little bit too long. Actually, you talked about Kuzma getting a DNP. Zachary Ricochet of the Hawks got his first DNP of his whole career on his 21st birthday. And I wasn't going to bring that up. But I just clicked on that game randomly, and I was like, Ricochet DNP? Corey Kispert getting 13 minutes, he's getting 0? And I did some research. Yeah, bro, they are not fucking with him. The coach is not fucking with him. The GM's not fucking with him. They want him out of there. And I mean, he was a number 1 overall pick once upon a time, but man, it was a weak draft. What the fuck? I don't think he's that bad. Like offensively, yeah, but like, damn, we knew he was gonna be a
Yeah.
project.
I mean, picking him after seeing, I mean, Sarr was obviously. I mean, looking back, it's like I don't know, man. I would have. You'd much rather have Sarr. I mean, imagine Sarr with that team right now with Jalen Johnson and
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
TJ and all. So
but Sarr didn't want to go to Atlanta.
I know it's the thing. So it's like I don't know, man.
Yeah,
I feel like if he would have got drafted though, he probably would have played eventually. He might have. He might have been reluctant a little bit, but he wasn't gonna. I mean, come on.
yeah.
Playing with Trey Young, he would have probably would have been in a higher position for rookie of the year too, because you know
No, that shit
with
blows my
with
mind.
Trae Young, but yeah,
That shit dead blows my mind when like players think they have like some sort of leverage. Unless you're John Elway and you actually just got drafted by the Yankees, or Kyler Murray who got drafted to the Athletics, or Bo Jackson, shit like that, where you can play multiple sports. How do you have leverage? Like dead ass. Like I guess like Eli Manning had leverage a little bit,
I mean, yeah, you got to be like a generational. You dead guys got to be like generational to have that type of leverage, man.
and Sar wasn't generational.
Yeah,
But
I mean, it
that
worked though. Shit,
they did.
they didn't draft him.
That's all the news I had, man. We can get into our All NBA teams for sure. Um, do we just want to list out one guy, list out their team, first
I
team, and
mean,
we can go in a circle?
I think for our first team, we
Uh-huh.
should have constants.
Hopefully.
So
Oh, quick disclaimer though. Did y'all put Luca in? Do y'all think he's gonna get that?
I put Luca in, man. I think he's gonna get it. I
Okay,
think he's getting it. I put
okay.
him in.
I put Luca in too. All right,
I
so
almost contemplated making a list of. I almost said fuck the rule, man. Just made a list of players who should have made it, man, because it was getting nasty on that third team. I'm not gonna lie,
it
man.
was, and we should bring that up. That's not crazy. We're making our All NBA teams, but the players who didn't make it, Luka Doncic. Well, never mind. The players who didn't make it: Anthony Edwards, Cade Cunningham, Giannis, LeBron, Embiid, Curry, Laurie Markkinen, MPJ, Devin Booker didn't make it,
and didn't make it.
and yeah. So we're gonna have to. We were working with a little bit of a smaller pool of names, but I think we can make something work here. So first team All NBA. Who wants to go first, man? Who wants to list their team? I feel like it should be constant, like you said, Lane.
Shoot, I'll start us off, man.
Start it off.
Starting us off, I don't know if they do unanimous or all consensus or what, but Shea Gilgeous Alexander, I don't think he's going anywhere, staying up there. Should I just keep going?
Keep it going.
All right, hey, we got the Joker himself, Nikola Jokic. That should be a no-brainer. Since we are including Luka in here, we're gonna throw him in there. Definitely top five MVP, top three MVP ranking. So he makes that. If he gets that appeal that I keep hearing about, he'll make that. Um, Victor Wembanyama
Yep.
definitely turned the season around from that start. So I got him up there. And then to round out my team, I got Jalen Brown.
That's 1-1 of mine, man. I think that's
Yep.
hopefully that's unanimous with the
All lined
viewers.
up. Unanimous.
Yeah, because that's top five in MVP right there.
Yep.
Yep.
That's dead as what I wrote out first. Was a top five in MVP. But for the second team, we should go name by name because I think it can vary for sure.
This
We
can
can.
get a little messy.
So for my first player that I was like, okay, this guy is definitely a second team All NBA player. I had Chet Holmgren. Whoa! What the fuck? He was almost first team in my opinion. If Luca wasn't there, I was almost putting him first team, bro. Whoa, are we dead ass? I hope you guys have him on the All NBA team, bro.
He's on here,
He's second in
but
DPOY right now.
man,
He's the guy getting buckets when Shea is not getting buckets. He's shooting 40% from the three ball right now.
is that over these guys though? Okay, hold on.
I,
Okay, it depends on. I guess it depends on who you have.
okay,
Because we gotta remember, this is not. It's no longer positionless, man. It's
right.
been a few years. It's no longer positionless.
Okay.
So
Let me hear your names. Let me hear a name. Let me hear a name.
my first name, I got D Mitch up here. I got D Mitch up here. I got D Mitch. I feel like everybody has D Mitch up here.
100%.
Um, and then I also got KD up here.
I had KD up here for sure.
Okay.
Bro, his efficiency is insane. I thought he was going to be way lower just because he's getting doubled a lot more. No, he's still shooting like 50, 40, 86, I believe.
I mean, yeah, man. I mean, but KD is like, I mean, he's just. I feel like we might not ever see a year where he's shooting, inefficiently. He'll probably always be efficient just because shoot over everybody. So,
Nasty.
um,
What about
I
you,
also
man?
have Brunson on mine.
Okay. I got Brunson on mine along with D Mitch.
Whoa. I'm not going to lie. I completely forgot about Brunson. I wrote him down. Whoa. It's because I put Doncic and I was going to have Brunson on. Oh, okay.
On the first team. Oh, okay.
Damn, that means I got to move somebody down. Okay. Yeah, I would put Brunson in there, though. I can move somebody down. We haven't named him yet.
Okay. Let's keep going. Who else? Where y'all got Maxi actually?
I got Maxi in here, man.
I got
You know,
Maxi on my second team, yeah.
you know, second team. Okay, I got Maxi on my second team.
And then one more name since you guys saying no
Oh,
Chet.
hold on.
Come on, man.
Don't tell
You
me.
know who?
I got
Come on, the claw not on it. Come on,
the claw.
come
There
on,
we go. Come on.
claw, man.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard, man.
I can't hate on it. I can't hate on it at all, man. Because Maxi, I was just thinking like impact wise. I mean, I guess that's not the best way to think about it because you do got to think about the counting stats for sure. And Chet doesn't have as many counting stats as Kawhi because it's his most offensively efficient year. Damn, I don't hate it. I really can't argue it. I mean, Chet Holmgren, in my opinion, is more defensively um, dominant than Kawhi is. Obviously, Kawhi had his time, but you can see his game is way more offensive focused this year.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't
Then
think,
that just comes with being, he has more of an offensive load now. So,
yeah,
you know,
I think whoever makes it, Kawhi or Chet, whoever's gonna get moved to that third team, they're gonna be the top of the list on the third team.
yeah, for sure.
But yeah, okay, let's go into our third team. So you guys had Chet Holmgren there, right? For sure.
Yeah, my third team. Me personally, that's where I had Chet at my first 13 guy. I had Chet right there.
Okay. I
Hold
had,
on.
you got it. You got it.
Because so I hope Jalen Johnson is on this third team then that y'all talking about. Okay.
He's on there, yeah. Oh,
Jalen
yeah.
Johnson is on there. We got Jamal Murray,
Yep, Jamal
I got
Murray's on
Jamal.
there.
Yeah.
first time. Love to see it.
Jamal Murray's on there.
Scotty Barnes.
I did not make mine.
Scotty did not make my list, man.
He didn't
Unfortunately,
make mine.
there's
He didn't
just
make mine. I love the season out of Scotty. Don't lie, no lie.
Let me go check these stats.
Defensively, Scotty has been insane this season. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
gonna lie, but I don't know, man.
Offensive consistency is just a worry for me, especially early in the season. I think he's been really putting it together now. Like for real, he's been having like some
Yeah,
decent offensive games. But early in the season, man, we didn't know if he was gonna drop 10 or 25. It
I
was
mean,
just so on and off.
it's still like that, bro. He's had games in 10, 6 and 8, 10, 3 and 6, 5, 12 and 3.
Damn.
So I mean, I could definitely see you leaving him off of there. And he's shooting 29% from the three or 30%.
Yeah, it's getting worse,
yeah.
but he'll figure it out hopefully.
I'm fine with Chet being up there instead of Scotty.
On my third team, I had James Harden. I
Uh,
I had James Harden. I don't think anybody on this list is honestly. I would put James Harden over Murray. I would put James Harden over Jalen Johnson. I would put James Harden damn near right behind. Well, I put him right behind Chet. Really, I had Kawhi and James, but it's weird.
Man,
Cause what? Who do you? Who else do you guys have besides James?
I have Jalen Duran on mine.
I had Jalen Duran.
I have Jalen Duran on mine, and I guess that last spot, yeah.
Don't tell me Adebayo.
I,
Well,
I got
my last spot, I doubled up on Hawks, man. I had no up here. I had no up here,
Whoa.
but
I
I don't hate the Harden though. I feel
hard
like
that.
that Christmas time, winter time, like Harden was. I mean, we did that top five point guard. I mean, he was what top three at that point. I mean,
yeah. He
he
was
was
good.
literally carrying the Clippers while Kawhi was in and out to begin the season. So man,
Hey man, you said no.
I had no on like my last spot. I had no my last.
Hey, MIP, he could have it, but
That's where I had no. But
I
man, but James Harden though,
that's a good. I didn't. James Harden's a good pick. I got Caterpillar though. Hey,
stat wise,
20 and 12 and
yeah, stat wise, if you do it, if stat wise, yeah, Cat
50,
will probably
50
have
to
to be up there.
37,
But his
37
just like, and I don't even know. And it's really weird because like I feel like when I go back and like or like the games I watched over the season,
Mhm.
I feel like he don't be averaging 20, but like,
No. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, bro. There's no way. I did look at that too. I was like,
yeah, bro,
I thought it was gonna be like
20
17,
points.
18.
Yeah, it feels more like 17, 18, but I mean, numbers are numbers, man. So like you can't really. I don't
It's
know, man. I just feel like if we're
second.
going off numbers, then yeah, but like I was kind of going more off of eye test, just
Mm-hmm.
watching. So I don't hate Cat. I don't hate Cat, but I just feel like the way the whole Nick situation, like his usage and him not even knowing where he fits in on the offense. I don't know, but I don't hate it. I don't hate him on the third team, but
I
I don't know.
mean,
I might have to switch James Harden for nah, man. Because now I'm thinking about it, the way he's. I mean, after he was traded from the Clippers, like he's maintained. I mean, he's maintained this. Like it's like he's just slipped right into the how the Cavs play, and just they've been, they've still been winning the games. It hasn't been like they've missed a heartbeat. So I don't know, man. I might have to. Steve might have persuaded me. Man. I might have to switch up to James Harden and put him on my third team, man. For nah.
W. I'm not gonna lie. I hate Carl Anthony Towns. I had Bam Adebayo above Carl Anthony Towns because I said please not Bam Adebayo, but I had Bam Adebayo on my like when I wrote down my list. I had Bam Adebayo before. I don't even think I listed Towns. I had Lamelo Ball listed before Towns.
Mm.
hmm,
I had Denny Advia listed before Towns. I had Evan Mobley listed before Carl Anthony Towns, and Evan Mobley's not even having a good year. Like this just shows how much I truly, truly, truly dislike a defense or a big man that cannot play defense. Like a lick of defense, man. Like it is insane. He's the slowest footed big man I've ever seen, bro. He could be like he moves in the offensive way. He moves like a Moses Malone type of guy in that low post. I'm like, oh my shit. He could be like a like when I see him, I'm like, damn, this dude could play to like 36, 37, just dominating in the low post. But then when you see him on the defensive side, it just shows his like actual like personality, bro. He can't stay in front of a guy. He has no type of rim pressure. which is crazy from a 7 footer with long ass arms. He just has like a weird center of gravity that just makes him a mismatch anywhere. God forbid you put him on a one or a two, get a switch on that because it's Coke butter cheese every time, bro. I trust Rudy Gobert out in space more than Cat.
Not crazy. That's not even crazy. I saw Rudy Gobert in a one-on-one with KD, and he recovered and got a block. Like, I don't know, man.
That's
I
easy.
don't know. I might, I might, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, Cat. I just feel like his stats, they're not like. I mean, I don't know. Maybe his stats are that high because of garbage time, like when they're up and they're playing like weak teams. I don't know, man. But I
Yeah.
just feel like there's been a noticeable down from last year, and yeah, that's why I couldn't put him on my third team, man. But I still believe in Cat though, man. I feel like he might just the
Well,
Knicks saga might be over for him, man. I don't know.
I mean, I could definitely see his time in New York being over, but you just look at it. Like, you get a new coach, so the whole system is changing. You already got these all-star guards, not even guards. You got Brunson, that's an all-star guard, yeah. But you got all-star Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby. Like, I don't know how often you'll see a switching coach and switching system, switching authority, however you want to place it. And y'all say like visibly it looks like his play has dropped, but that's a whole new system. He playing a whole new role. So still being able 20 and 12 with you got three other guys that's trying to shoot 12 to 15 shots a game too. So you got to find a way to get yours, which is why I respect Cat and the way he been playing. So I don't know if you take Cat off of that team. Obviously, they're still top five in the East, but I don't see him being three with no Cat.
Mm.
So
Wow.
Like crazy. I mean, I guess it depends on who you get in return, but
Yeah.
he definitely still has
let me look at how
value.
many games
He
he's played
definitely
this year too, because this year he sat out. He's never sat out for a elongated period of time. He's only missed one game out of fucking 15. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Yeah, I do feel like it's not like all on Cat because the system did change drastically. I mean, he goes from running a two-man pick and roll, pick and pop game with Brunson to off ball, setting off ball screens for OG and Mikhail. So yeah, I don't blame him, but hey man, sometimes system just shows what it shows, man. And I feel like it's unfortunate for him, but I want to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I just feel like Nas jump or like James Harden at this age still being as consistent as he is and it being regular season, like obviously if it was postseason included, Cat might get that jump because Harden in the postseason we have yet to see
mhm.
him pull it through. But yeah, I don't know. It is tough though. It's tough.
It is tough. I don't know. Third team All NBA type of guys are type of guys that I believe that if you put them on the Brooklyn Nets, they'd be averaging like 25. They'd be averaging some crazy stats, right? I don't know if I believe in Cat averaging some crazy stats on the Brooklyn Nets, bro. Is that crazy to say? He's always been in a system where he had somebody around him that also would facilitate or also would score and he didn't have to worry about it. He was just like a secondary scorer. I mean, even in his early days, you had Andrew Wiggins taking the majority of the shots. I can't trust Cat as like my main guy ever, which I know is a crazy way to like put all NBA teams, but I just have no faith in Cat ever, man. Like he had a ceiling. He's the best shooting big man of all time. Just plays no defense. It's just nasty work. If he played a lick of defense, I would have him on the third team All NBA with ease. But I just can't do it. I can't do a big man that doesn't play D. But I don't hate the list, man. I don't hate the list. It's not like I'm gonna die on a hill that Adebayo is like way better than him. He's not way better. He's a way better defensive player. He's not way better NBA player. He's just a better defensive player. But that was our list or all NBA teams. I think it's going to be pretty accurate on how we listed it. I don't think there's going to be. I'd be really surprised if we see like a Mobley or a Denny
Man,
Advia. If Denny Advia makes it, bro,
on 13, bro. I don't think Denny should make it.
that's
I don't.
The way Steve feels about Cat, man, that's how I feel about Denny. I hate watching the Blazers, man.
that's
Man.
some Nene
Then he just
bullshit.
throwing his body in the contact. And, I mean, the way they talk about Shea and Luca foul merchants, man. I mean, Danny is literally a foul merchant. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, I feel like we said Denny and Mobley. Yeah, Mobley he was supposed to make an offensive jump, man. He never made the offensive jump. I mean, he's still obviously a great defender in the paint, but
It's
I
hard
don't
not to be a great defender when you're like 7 foot, agile shit.
wingspan crazy.
Hard to
You
say.
know?
So, but I think in part to him not making that offensive jump, he's stuck in a system with Jared Allen.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I mean, to really step up his offensive game, he gonna need a consistent like 20. I don't even know how far mid he is, like a 21 footer.
Yeah,
Yeah, he gonna need that consistently, or like a corner three. He gonna need that consistently or something to really make that step in his offensive game because the paint always gonna be clogged as long as you got them two niggas on the court at the same time.
yeah,
So
yeah. He definitely we have to figure out a jumper. And I also feel like with emo, even like the lineups where they were like that stretch where Jared Allen was hurt and he was running the five, or lineups where they just run emo as the only big on the court. He just doesn't attack matchups, man. And I feel like around the league, that's like I just feel like that's really important. Like a couple weeks ago when I was watching a Hornets game and I saw Mikal Bridges versus the Knicks. I mean, he was literally attacking every mismatch. Like when you get a smaller guy on you, I feel like you just gotta know what to do as a big man, like as a bigger guy in the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like back to the basket.
mhm.
Take the guy. I mean, take him to the rim. They can't hold you. And I feel like emo when he's in those situations, he tends to like be lost. Like he'll shoot a fade or he'll pass the ball back out to the perimeter, and it's like I don't know, man. I don't feel like he's just not that confident. And yeah, he might. I don't know, man. Some guys, it's just they just don't pick it up. But I still believe in emo though. I don't know how much more of an offensive impact he can make on the Cavs, but I still believe he could improve.
Valid, valid. Next topic we got though is what is one thing that needs to go right for every Eastern Conference playoff team? If you had to name one thing that absolutely had to go right for them to make a serious run in the playoffs, what is one thing that you would say? Starting off, let's just start it off with the Detroit Pistons, number one seed. How can they make a run, man? What's one thing that you think needs to go right for them? Um,
Mm,
personally, I think
mhm.
it's I personally think it's how we talked about earlier in the pod. I personally think if Denise or Dennis Jenkins has to play on the level he's playing at right now with the backups. I really don't care about how Karis LeVert does. Karis LeVert's going to have on and off games. He's a bucket getter. That's what happens. But it's going to be on how he controls that backup team, Paul Reed, all of those guys, and how hard they play. So the one thing that needs to go right again is Denise Jenkins needs to play on the same level he's playing at concurrently and continue that efficiency and that assist to turnover rate that he has.
Yeah, I would say just to piggyback off that, not even just Denise, like just their bench in general. Like they really have to have their bench keep the same energy when the starters are on the floor, like 9K minutes, non during minutes, because I mean, in the playoffs, when you get down to the wire and let's say somebody key like I don't know, a man or not a man, a star fouls out, and then someone else has to come in. They got to be able to keep that same intensity defensively, and I just feel like their bench has been like inconsistent. So I don't know, man. I just feel like Pistons I'm not really high on, but I feel like if, like I said, if their bench can keep the same intensity and just keep their team afloat when Cade and Duran and stars are on the floor, then they can make a run. I don't know about finals, but they can make a little run. They can make a little run.
Valid.
Mm, when I hear the Pistons, I hear that they're getting K back, so that'll be a good help. But I noticed when K was out, you had Duncan Robinson shooting more consistently just off that increase of value. So I think you'll, I think they'll probably need like Duncan Robinson to just be confident. You already got K where he kicking it to everybody on the team. He giving you 12 assists. Just be confident. You you a shooter. You got to pump fake a one dribble side step, pull up again. Just stay confident. How they was with no K. Keep shooting, keep stepping up. So I think if Duncan Robinson can stay consistent and stay a threat from the outside to where it just opens off the floor, that'd be they can make it far like that.
No, I think that was a great point, bro. Because also I've really been loving the Kevin Herter minutes. I've been loving it because he's a lot better of a defensive player than Duncan Robinson. He's a lot more physical. He can
Hmm.
also knock that shot down. So they definitely need that bench unit and those shooters to be knocking that shit down, or they're gonna be struggling.
Yeah.
Next team though we got is the Boston Celtics. Off the top of my dome, man, I think the most important thing for them to go right, for them to make a finals run, is overall just team health. We already know that they have the pieces. We already know that they have the chemistry. We know they have the coach. Right now, Jalen Brown is struggling with an Achilles tendonitis type of injury where he's playing on, off. And we saw it completely derail that team last year with Jason Tatum's Achilles injury. So if Jalen Brown and the rest of the Celtics can stay healthy, I would find it really hard to bet against them making the finals. What about you?
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Like from my point, I feel like yeah, they don't really. Like, it's not really overcomplicated. Like I feel like they're pretty obviously the favorite to come out of the East. Um, my point would be like yeah, don't overcomplicate it. Like I don't want them to have Jason Tatum try to come back in the playoffs and like a switch flips, and then they try to make Jason Tatum the main focal point again, and he's taking all the shots. I feel like they need to keep it the way it is right now and how they've been rocking out all season with Jalen Brown being the main guy, because I feel like it can get easy for Jason Tatum to maybe think he's overly too ready, like think he's farther ahead than he really is, and I could mess them up because they've had a good flow, and been a top three seed this whole season without him. So I think if Jason Tatum can continue to swallow that pride and understand that in this situation he's going to be 1B for probably this whole playoff run, and Jalen Brown's going to be 1A. So if they can keep that energy and understand their roles, I feel like they'll come out the East pretty easily. So
100%. 100%. Like,
Um, I mean, all that health and yeah, playing through Jalen Brown, I think that offense moves a whole lot smoother, moves a lot quicker when Jalen Brown's got the ball in his hands. Um, and obviously, I mean, you want Kata to obviously still anchor down that defense how he has been this year, and just playing off of Jason Brown or not Jason Tatum, but Jalen Brown. He said he the best two-way player in the league. Put him on that number one.
mm,
Shit. Have Caden sit down in that paint because the bigs usually can't shoot over in the East.
mm-hmm.
So, unless they playing like Cat. But I doubt that happens first round. So I
Yeah,
think yeah, no. Keep that defense a big focal point for them. They kind of had an identity for it just a little bit, but no, they'll be straight. They stay healthy.
valid. Next team we got New York Knicks. I feel like there's a lot that needs to go right, but anything that stands out for them.
man, Bro, the Knicks are so hard.
I think I got a little something, man. When Brunson not like taking over the game, who gonna step up? Is it they gonna run the offense through? Because I just see nights where Brunson's shooting like 4 for 12.
Yeah.
So if he's shooting like 2 for 9, who gonna stop this nigga from shooting the ball and go get a bucket or something? So that's what I really want them to figure out is who's really that ideal second option.
Yeah. I would say more direct is Cat has to emerge as a second option. I feel like would be my point because I mean, yeah, OG and Mikhail definitely have their games. I mean, last run, Mikhail had games where he was popping off when Jalen Brunson was having a little cold streak and they needed a spark to go on a run. But when you look at how much money you're giving your guys and how much faith you have in your guys, Cat has to emerge as a second option. And we went over earlier about how the system is just different, so it may be harder for him. But for them to make a run, I mean, he has to overcome that and he has to emerge as a second option, is give more effort overall. And like Steve said, he got to play some defense, man. I mean, even if he can consistently have that 20 and 12, like he said he's been doing, and just kick it up on defense, I feel like they can make a run because you'll have your nights where OG will drop like 25 on a random night, winning like a game 4, game 5, and Kel might drop 30 the next game. So I mean, they have the talent. I mean, this team literally has all the talent. I feel like they have the talent to make the out of every team in the league. They have all the talent to do it. So I feel like it's gonna be on Cap, man. You gotta step up.
Valid. Yeah, I completely agree with what y'all are saying. I personally think though is that New York Knicks team they need their backup players like a Miles McBride or Mitchell Robinson to really take that step that we've been waiting for that they do every single playoffs. Because if they can take that step, and if Mitchell Robinson, more Mitchell Robinson than anything, if Mitchell Robinson can dominate that rebounding with Cat like they were doing earlier in the year, it's going to be really tough to stop them. I mean, they're really reliant on half court offense. I feel like every time I see them, they slow the ball down. They probably average one of the least possessions per game in the NBA because they don't really push the ball. They don't really have that transition offense unless you have a Josh Hart pushing the pace. I don't really see Jalen Brunson or any of the other of those guys push the pace. So if you're not making shots consistently, which obviously I could just say, yeah, make your shots, make your 3-pointer shots, but I feel like that's for every team. If you can dominate that low post and get those boards and get those second opportunities like Mitchell Robinson and Cat did early in the season, it's going to be really fucking hard to stop them because even like a Boston Celtics team where they have the mismatch with Jason Tatum and I guess Jalen Brown, not really because you got McHale and OG, but still, there's a mismatch there. They don't have a super dominant rebounding big. Yeah, you got Kada, but you put Mitchell Robinson or Cat on Kada, then the other big gets the board. You know, creating those second possessions in the playoffs is so important for a team like the Knicks who can go ultra cold. Like you said, Jalen Brunson can go 2 for 14 or 3 for 14. So if they get those boards and they get Mitchell Robinson playing at his full level, I think this team can go far. Next team, we got the Cavs, the Cleveland Cavaliers. This is an
Hey,
interesting one.
man, straight up James Harden. I mean,
100%.
I feel like this team they have like this is probably. I mean, their bench. I love their bench. After this trade deadline, I love their bench with Keon Ellis, um, and Dennis Schroeder. So, and then I think Tyson comes back. Will be back, right? He should be back.
Mm.
So I mean, yeah, I love their bench. I just feel like James Harden, like I said earlier, if you've seen him drop in the playoffs, he's got to maintain that regular season streak he's had and bring it into the playoffs and make it translate. And if he does, he can take that load off of D Mitch offensively. I feel like they can make a run too. I feel like that's gonna be their biggest thing. I mean, I guess you could say Emo too, but I would say more importantly James Harden.
Fair. I was personally for the Cavs. I completely agree. James Harden's got to play good ball, and I don't know. if we've ever seen it, but he does have probably the most experience and IQ that he's ever had in his career. Just how he plays on a day-to-day basis, he has the most. He's playing on a whole different level, as he usually does, at least assisting and playmaking wise. But I think it's going to be really important for this Cavs team to not get like too ISO heavy. You got a Donovan Mitchell who can get a bucket in the low post like 80, 90% of the time. Maybe not that high, but he's going to get downhill and get a bucket. You got James Harden, who we've seen even this year still get in his ISO bag and get a bucket, right? And I do think that's like an important thing in the playoffs. But I don't know if the Cavs can fully rely on that because their role players, if they're not going to be engaged, if you're not going to get them engaged on the offensive side, it's going to be really hard to stay engaged on the defensive side as well. And I mean, you want like a Keon Ellis to be engaged. You want him to get a layup or two here and there, so he can feel hype. He can feel like he wants to actually play defense. Because even if you are a defensive only player, you still want to get a bucket or a shot here and there. It makes you feel like you're actually playing the game rather than just doing cardio. So if you can get a little bit more scoring out of your role players or out of Evan Mobley or Jared Allen, whatever, I think it's going to really open up the court for these guys and take off a load that James Harden and Donovan Mitchell would probably have to have if they do that ISO heavy look that they've been doing this past couple weeks. But
Yeah, man, they just need to stick to what they know. James Harden, they got the point guard they want. They got the experience. He's a vet, man. You got the vet you want. If you get a vet, you want him to be able to lead that starting offense, be that one, be that voice that really talks to that squad. So the fact that they got James Harden as a vet with Donovan Mitchell, top 10 player. They just need to stick to what they know. They got Emo, they know Jared Allen, Emo, they work together and they can get it going. So yeah, no. They got the blueprint. This is probably the brightest their playoff like outlook has looked in a while. So hey, you got the role players that you want. You got the bench that can really function and just make an impact. So just play how you know, man. Play your game.
fair, love it. Next team I got is the Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because we're getting into the area where these teams are really going to have a lot go right. I can't lie. They're going to have something go crazy, like a Miami Heat bubble run type of thing, um, or Miami Heat play and run. For the Hawks, I can't lie. We brought up Na earlier as a possible third team All NBA guy. I'm not gonna lie. He needs to keep the foot on the gas, and he might even need to take it to another level. Because when he is getting buckets, oh my God, it's beautiful. He's looking unstoppable. He's looking better than his cousin Shea when he's getting buckets. So if he can continue doing that, then yeah, it's going to be tough to stop that team with Jalen Johnson's playmaking and transition ability, with overall the whole team's transition ability. So if you got Nam hitting shots and taking over, I really want him to take over this series or this playoffs. That's how they can make a real run. What do y'all think?
Um, yeah, I mean, I would like you said. There's obviously this team is not favored to win much at all in the playoffs, but I feel like yeah, it would take like you said, Nah, or like a Jalen Johnson hitting a different level of like I don't know, maybe consistently hitting his jumper more. Cause I mean, yeah, I don't know. I would definitely say yeah, maybe Jalen Johnson. Obviously, transition wise, they're really good. But if Jalen Johnson could be a little better in the half court offense, um, I think well not a little better, but he had to he's already pretty good. I mean, like a lot better. Like hitting his creates shots off the dribble and stuff like that. So that's what I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, they've got their big three. No, CJ, Jalen Johnson this year. I mean, for them to, ooh, if they really want to make a run into this playoffs, they gonna need like 20 plus. out of all these series that they're gonna be playing, bro. And that's gonna have to be like an average. You already know Jalen Johnson. He gonna try to get your triple double, so you can have him leading the pack at the one if you want. Go ahead.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's shown he can facilitate, average 8 assists a game. So it's like, yeah, they're gonna need that big three to step up. Nog gonna need to be consistent how he has been, and yeah, and hopefully the stars align for them.
Yeah. Next team we got Toronto Raptors. Not gonna lie, you're gonna need like RJ Barrett to turn to like prime Clay Thompson. Because they don't got enough 3 point shooting on that team, and you're gonna need somebody to step up. But I don't think anybody. I mean, that's what they're gonna need to do. Is you're gonna need to have like a Josh Hart 2023 playoff run. I think it was 23, 24, where he was just knocking that bitch down, even though he's not a good 3 point shooter in his career. Yeah, there's not a lot of hope for this team.
Yeah, I think it'd have to be like some crazy, insane center play. Jakob Perry would have to play insane, or like CMB as a small ball center would have to like I don't know be on some Draymond Green. I don't know, man. He'd have to go crazy, man. Yeah, I don't see them doing much, but yeah, they need something crazy from that center position, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, everybody on that team gonna have to step up. Even Scotty. I know he loves his little 15, but buddy, you're gonna need to drop 20, 20 and 10. The bigs are not what they used to be or what they once were. So hope CMB don't crush under the pressure, I guess. I don't know. It's really because that's a team that was doing pretty good at the start,
Mm-hmm.
but they kind of slowed down when the season started ramping up. So I mean, yeah, no.
Not fair. Now the next couple teams are playing teams, so we don't got to go into too depth. Honestly, do y'all believe the Orlando Magic can make a run? We don't need to talk. I mean, like, do you even think anything could go right? Not really. Even if you give them total supreme health and you have all the number one options and every single Eastern Conference team go down, I still don't have them going out the second round. It's just not their year. No hate. Next team, Philadelphia 76ers. I mean, without Embiid, you're fried. You might not make it out the play-in. Um, Next team, Charlotte Hornets. I don't know if they really have a real chance. Do you guys really believe they have anything real?
I mean, out of all the teams in this lower echelon, they probably have the you know highest ceiling, I would say, just because they can get rolling offensively with those threes, but it would have to take some elite efficiency from three. I mean, they would have to consistently shoot insane from the three ball, and
Need some elite defense to go
yeah,
along with that.
yeah, some
Yes.
defense to go along with it. So
Diabate's
I
gonna have
like
to
I
look
like
like
their
Ben
energy.
Wallace.
Yeah,
Dead
bro.
ass.
Yeah,
Miles Bridges has been so quiet ever since Khan hit the scene. But I like to see that he could take a step back. You don't got to be that number three role, drop in his. He used to average 20 once upon a time. So he don't got to do that no more. He playing more of a enforcer role. I need to go watch some Hornets games, see if that's true. Cause I'm just saying some shit now.
He's more of an enforcer than Cogbrenner was, bro.
yeah, man.
Oh wait, you talking about Bridges? My bad. I thought you were talking about Diabate.
Nah, I like Diabate over Kalkbrenner.
100%.
Just more athletic, more agile, quicker.
Yeah. And then the
But
Heat. Do we believe in the Heat?
No, man.
Bam got to drop 80 a game. Dead
not without
ass.
Stormy Norman. Ever since he's been out, they've been looking flat. They got Hero back, but it's not looking the same how Norman Powell's fit into their offense.
No,
And
no, not at
they
all.
talking about Jaime, most improved player. Get the fuck on somewhere, bro.
That's a good question. I've been thinking about the most improved players. There's a lot of them out there, bro.
Yeah, it's some
There's a
mate,
lot of them.
might be.
Like, you said nah. We got Denise Jenkins definitely in the running. Reeves,
Yeah.
if he didn't get hurt, he would have been in the running.
Ryan Rollins too.
Ryan Rollins, Diabate, or is Diabate's not a rookie, right?
Nah,
Um,
No, Diabate's in the running. I feel like I had another name that was like I thought was actually gonna win MIP. Who else? Who else is in the running? I low key forgot. Jordan
I know a lot of
Walsh.
people, Jalen Johnson, but I don't know. I feel like we last year before he got hurt, everybody already kind of knew he was gonna be one of them ones. So kind of hard to give him that award.
Oh yeah, no, 100%. Like who was my other guy though?
I think it's got to be no. I
Gillespie.
seen I seen a report. Yeah, Gillespie's a good one. That no is like the second player in history to go from 9 points or less than 10 points per game to 20 points per game.
Holy shit!
And the only other player to do it is CJ McCollum.
DJ.
What?
So,
That's
I
insane.
wonder. I wonder if CJ won MIP that year.
oh, he would have been in Portland too when he did that, huh?
Yeah.
I don't got any MIPs. I guess. Damn. Yeah, but that was the topic. That was the topic that I had. That's all the topics that I honestly had, man. For real. Halliburton recently just played a 5v5 game. I don't know if I brought that up earlier. W. Just
I
First
did,
five
won.
or five since June.
yeah, really tearing your tearing your Achilles in the finals, game 7. That's the longest possible recovery, bro. You just missed the whole season prior.
That shit blows. That shit blows. You see it a lot in football, bro. When like a star running back tears his Achilles in the very last game of the year, and then oh, that team is fried. Or the quarterback, oh, that team's fried.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, it's evil.
Hey man, he's about to inherit a great team though this coming year though.
Yeah, when he comes in, he'll have a fresh top 3 rookie. Hopefully the lottery pans out.
Mhm.
You have a
Who?
fresh top 3 rookie, Zubac. No Matherin, but you still got Neesmith. You got Nimhard. You got Obi
They got
Toppin,
Obi.
McConnell.
Yep.
TJ probably gonna be gone next season, but they gonna have the McConnell. But
Here's something I actually heard. A lot of teams, a lot of executives around the league believe the 2027 NBA draft is going to be overly weak. Like they believe it's going to be the worst in the last decade. And so you see
not
a lot, huh?
so not this draft coming up with like AJ and them, but the draft after.
Yeah, that draft after 2020.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they're going to be really weak, and people are expecting, or NBA insiders are expecting, to see a lot of trades this offseason dealing with those first round picks because how weak the executives think this upcoming draft is. I mean, we already seen it with the Utah Jazz trading away, I believe, 2 of their first round picks next year. I
Mm,
think they traded 3 in total, but they traded 2 for next year for Jaren Jackson, which was out of left field, but now it kind of makes a little bit more sense with that context. So it might be a real interesting offseason. I'm low key excited for it. I mean, we have Giannis Antetokounmpo definitely on the trading block, um,
Mm.
so it's gonna
And
be exciting, man.
heard the Boston Celtics were interested in
I,
getting money.
I did hear that. I didn't want to bring it up because I was like, oh, this is some bullshit. But like, how would y'all feel about that though? Like Tatum, Brown, Giannis. Obviously, you got to get rid of like some backup players. Like you can keep Jordan
man,
Walsh. You can probably keep Baylor. He's probably still under
I don't
contract.
know, man. Pritchard's gone.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Derek White's probably gone.
I had to
gone.
get rid
Yeah,
of the key guys.
Yeah, so
They
I mean,
probably lose.
maybe top heavy, but
Damn,
it's an
yeah,
insane top.
that'd be interesting.
that is a that's like that clears like DUA, Brown, and Bosch.
Yeah, that's. I mean, oh my God, Tatum. Oh my God, yeah, that'd be crazy, man.
Another one I heard though, this is a little bit more out going, is if the Cavs sign LeBron for like the minimum. I think he's still gonna get owed like 10, 12 million, but still the minimum. And you trade Evan Mobley and Jared Allen. for Giannis.
And you keep James Harden or
You keep James Harden, and
James
then
Harden?
the next
Huh?
year James Harden and LeBron retire, and then you got D Mitch and Giannis going forward.
Hey man.
Yeah.
Hey, if LeBron accepts that minimum, then yeah, I mean,
That'd be crazy. I'm not gonna lie,
crazy.
that'd be insane, bro.
I know another team was the Thunder too. Depending on how this run goes for them, if J Dub doesn't play all that good, or if he plays a little middle of the pack,
Mm-hmm.
trade J Dub, and we already know how many picks the Thunder got, and package some more young players, and then you got Chet and Giannis in the front court with Shea. Man, that'd be that. I mean, that defensively would have to be like the best front court we've seen in NBA history. It'd be insane.
Nah, that team would might that team gotta break the record. I can't lie.
Yeah, that they would break defensive numbers that were unheard of. Man, it'd be crazy.
How do y'all feel about like guys who don't have like the best year after they get a signed contract? Like, how much of a leash do you give them, especially like a J Dub or a Christian Brown? Just signed a pretty big deal, I believe, this offseason. Like, is it just like 1 or 2 years? Then you got to find a new team, or I feel like there's a little bit of longer leash for NFL players.
Yeah,
I can see that.
I mean, yeah. Obviously, if you commit that much money to one guy,
Mm-hmm.
it's like, dang, how much time do you give him to figure it out? But I feel like most of the time, if you commit that much money to that guy, you probably believe in him to a point where they have one down season, especially if it's injury based, like with J Dub.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's like, you cut him a lot of slack and just pick up the pieces. And I mean, obviously, Thunder is still the 1 seed, so you know they could still win even without him. So they'll probably just cut him some slack, and most likely they'll probably just run it back another year with him. But I mean, once it gets to that like 2 year in a row when they're playing kind of bad, then while you still got them under contract and they're not expiring, then that's when it's like, yeah, they might start looking and putting people on the trade block like that. So
Fair, fair,
Yeah, I, that's a great way to say it. When you get that injury based like year where it's real down, you barely play that year. I think you gotta give them cut up some slack. Let them get an off season to recoup, recover. Then that next year, I see that year as like all right, you you got a fresh slate, you coming off an injury, you didn't had a whole year to learn. So I really want you to just come in back to what you was before and better. And if you can't get back to what you was, you taking a step back. Depends how major your injury is, but we might be moving on in this off season.
That's all the real news I had to talk about. I did just see that the WNBA is expanding. Gonna get Cleveland in 2028, Detroit in 29, and Philadelphia in 2030. That's pretty far. Love to see ball.
wow.
Love to see ball getting national, spreading, growing. I love to see it. Other than that, though, if y'all don't have anything else to say, I can close it out.
Man, I think that's pretty good, man.
Yeah, we
Good, good.
nice and efficient.
Next pod, we'll definitely go over the Western Conference. The needs that they need to do to actually make a playoff run. Um, and probably some other topics. Definitely going to give out our awards for sure: MVP, DPOY, MIP, all of that. So this has been another episode of Off the Rim Man. Probably the last episode before the end of the regular season. It's been a great ride, fellas. We'll catch you after the season's over. Take care, man. Peace.